everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USF's offense will come out first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
The Bulls want to move quickly. Brown will throw it. They're setting up the screen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Florida Atlantic's offense has the ball for the first time. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense in the hurry-up. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Bulls are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down.
Been really impressed watching this.
Gashes him in the middle. Touchdown, South Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Hold and finds his man on the left. Oh, it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Red pass, it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Messer. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Leaves it with the back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Bulls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to bully their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off play action. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody, maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Sands. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Sands. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Snaps it in the shotgun. Lets it fly. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. It's complete on the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running back searching for a hole. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Fights off the defender. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run. They kick it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sullivan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Across the 35. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Henry. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Brown will throw it. Hauls it in. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. The give on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back, doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick spin on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and he rolls into the house. Touchdown Bulls! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 17 over Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sands. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Owls in the hurry up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions and you've got to put something together, the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Looking for a gap. It's Norton. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team.